Are you facing difficulty to revise all the chapters in the last 1 month? Do you take hours and hours to revise one chapter but still you are not able to complete that? Are you confused of what to do and what not to do to revise the chapters effectively and efficiently in least amount of time? Do not worry. Let me help you. I am Harpit, a third year MBBS student, and I have increased my score from 550 to 656 in NEET 2022 in these last 1 month with proper and effective revision strategy. And in this video, we will talk what will be the workflow to revise each subject efficiently. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into it. So as we know that we have to revise all the three subjects, biology, chemistry and physics, properly to score 650 plus in NEET exam. So do not worry if you have one weak subject among these three. I have a bonus tip for you at the end of the video. So now firstly, categorize your chapters. Write the list of all the chapters that is in the NEET syllabus right now, that is the 84 chapters of the reduced syllabus. Now you don't have to go about and search for the list of chapters at one place. I have done that for you and I have made the list which is in the next page. So just take a screenshot of it and write it in a short way in your notebook. After writing the chapters, divide all the chapters into 4 categories. Firstly, the chapters that you have studied, that is, you have done the theory and also practiced the MCQ of the chapter. Next, the chapters that you have watched the lectures only, but you had not practiced the MCQs of it. Third category is the chapters of which you have only completed 50 to 70% of lectures. And the fourth category are the chapters that you have not started yet. So keep one thing in mind, that you have to revise all the chapters before 22nd of April, right? So you have only 2 weeks or 14 days in your hand, because after that you have to do the last 10 days strategy, which I will be making a video on it. But basically the idea is to complete the revision of all the chapters in the last 10 days, right? So in this less amount of time, we need to prioritize the chapters of category 1 and 2 so that we don't take them for granted and regret later. So our first priority should be the category 1 and 2 chapters, and we need to revise them properly, which I will be saying how to in this video. Now after that, if few days are left still till 22nd of April, then you can go for the one-shot lectures of the category 3 chapters and revise the notes and do the PYQs of them. Now I did the one-shot lectures from Physics Wala, so I do not know about the rest, but Physics Wala delivers great content and you can follow them for your own revision. Now if you still have time, then you can go for category 4 chapters, but if you do not, then you have to leave the category 4 chapters, or else you will compromise on the category 1, 2 and 3 chapters, right? So take a screenshot of this list of chapters. I've cut down the chapters that are not in the syllabus presently in NEET. Okay, so this is of biology, the 32 chapters. This is of chemistry and physics. So now moving on to biology, how to revise biology. So the chapters that you have done properly, directly go for reading the NCERT of them. But if you think you have not understood the concepts properly, then you can do one-shot lectures of them. That is only if needed. After that, do the PYQs and do the questions that are only from NCERT syllabus, not the extra ones. You do not need them right now. After this, try to do few NCERT only MCQs to remember the lines of the chapters. By only reading the chapters, we can only remember the lines to a certain extent, but when we do the application of those in the questions, we remember those lines much better. So after doing all of this, mark the important NCERT lines which you keep on forgetting but are important and questions are asked from it. Bookmarks the MCQ that you think are important and you have done a mistake in them, and mark all of this for the last 10 days revision. Now keep in mind that in the last 10 days, you will not be having much amount of time to revise each chapters. So approximately in biology, you have to revise one complete chapter in 1 hour. So you have to keep that in mind and do the revision of them now. Now I'm confused if I should or not. Basically, I had PDFs of all the examples, all the diagrams of all the important information of NCERT at one place for quick revision. And if you need them, write down in the comment section. I can make a Telegram group and upload those. I searched for them and I found most of the PDFs, but all were not present. But a disclaimer that these are not my own PDFs. I've collected them from different sources and I had used them in my own NEET preparation. So these are not according to the reduced syllabus as well, but the content of them is very good. So yeah, let me know in the comment section. And if I am doing a Telegram group, then I'll be uploading the link in the description and also in the comment section. So check for them, right? Moving on to physics, if you have the complete class notes and you have done the revision of class notes, I do not think you need the one-shot lecture. But if you are not confident of the concepts, then do the one-shot lecture. After that, you have to revise the class notes, highlight the formula with a different color pen, that is a red pen or any other color that you have not used in the notes, so that at the end you can only see those formulas and turn the pages, right? Attempt the examples that you had done in the class by your own self without seeing the solution. And after you've attempted those, then you can see the solution. Do this because in the class, the teachers usually encompass all the concepts and formulas into the class examples. They might not be MCQs, but they have the crux of the chapters. So do them by yourself for better understanding of the concepts and remembering them. And while doing the revision of the class notes, keep on marking the important concepts and the important examples for the last 10 days. Now, after you have done the revision of the whole class note, do a formula note and write the formulas in them. You do not have to make a perfect formula note with good handwriting and everything. Just write it quickly, all the formulas that you have highlighted in the class notes. After this, do the PYQs of at least 5 years and mark the PYQs that you must visit in the last 10 days. And also write in a note the reason for why you had marked this PYQ to visit and the solution of it, because in the last 10 days you will not be having that much time to again attempt all those marked PYQs, right? So just narrow down your revision material to the least amount. Now proceeding to chemistry, we have physical chemistry that you have to basically do like physics in the same manner, that is watch a one-shot lecture if needed. If you have the class notes, then well and good, revise them, highlight the formula and do the class examples. Ultimately do a formula note, do the PYQs of the last 5 years and mark the must visit once for the last 10 days, right? Moving on to inorganic chemistry, it is mostly same as biology. See, inorganic chemistry was my weakest portion. So if you are like me, then I will say an alternate method. So firstly, watch a one-shot lecture from Physics Wala or any source. After that, instead of directly reading the NCERT, go for PYQs, and that is the NCERT only PYQs. And after that, do many MCQs from NCERT and do them repeatedly to remember the information and the lines of NCERT. Now you can go to YouTube and search for whoever is doing the NCERT MCQs, right? After this, you can go for a final quick NCERT reading so that you know what is there in the NCERT. Now, when you have done all of this, mark the important NCERT lines and bookmarks the MCQ as said earlier for the last 10 days revision. Now, since there will be approximately 15 questions of inorganic chemistry, out of this, the easy, straightforward, direct questions will be at least 10. So you can easily do them by just doing repeatedly the MCQs from NCERT, right? For the rest of the questions, that is 3 to 5 questions, these will be also straightforward and from NCERT only, but they will be from the inner lines of NCERT, the ratified information and everything. So do not panic and do these things and you will at least do the 10 MCQs right. Chemical bonding, coordination compound periodic table, these 3 chapters are the basics of inorganic chemistry. So you must understand the concepts of these chapters well. Okay, now moving on to organic chemistry, do the one-shot lecture if needed. Okay, I did one-shot lecture from Pankaj sir of Physics Wala. After this, study the class notes, mark the reactions that you don't remember. Okay, mark the important concepts you need to visit in the last 10 days. At the end of the chapter, you need to see the reactions that are mentioned in the NCERT book, because direct questions are asked from the reactions in the NCERT book. So go through them once. Now after that, the name reaction list, you can get that from online. Download the name reaction list and study the texts of the name reaction list from NCERT, the mechanism of action and whatever is written in NCERT, because assertion reason questions and many questions are asked from the text of those reactions. Now, after doing all of this, go for the PYQs at least 5 years and do MCQs of NCERT only. I personally did MCQs from NCERT at fingertips, which is from MTG at the end moment, and it really helped me. So just recommending you, no sponsorship at all. Now mark the few good conceptual MCQs for the last 10 days, which will help you in your revision. Now the bonus tip, if you have one weak subject among the 3 subjects, like for me, my chemistry was very weak. I had not done inorganic chemistry and I had not done organic chemistry well too. So do not panic, okay? You need to have one strong subject, right? And that will ensure your selection. For me, my strong subject was biology, and you should target to score 100% in that subject without any mistake or minimum mistake. Like I knew that my strong subject is biology, so I had targeted to score at least 345 in biology, and ultimately I was able to score 351 in biology in the NEET exam, and I think that was the major contribution to my selection in NEET, right? So if your strong subject is biology, then target minimum 345 plus in it. But if you have any other strong subject, then target 170 plus in it, and also you need to score at least 320 in biology, which is, I guess, the basic requirement for selection in NEET, right? So for the weak subject, do the PYQs and the NCERT MCQs repeatedly so that you put those information in your head at the last moment, instead of going through the theory repeatedly, which will take you more amount of time, to the MCQs repeatedly, because that will directly help you in the application of that theory, right? So remember that 80% of the questions of any subject are of easy to medium level, and one can easily attempt it if he has the basic idea of that subject. So don't do silly mistakes in at least them. That is basically the strategy of it. Now, for the people who are scoring less than 500 marks, that is, who are scoring in the range of 200, 300 or 400 marks, please, it's a request from me. I have done this mistake in my first drop. Don't give up now. No one knows what will happen in those 3 hours of the NEET exam, right? Do the category 1 and 2 chapters first. After that, if nothing, do the biology now. Watch the one-shot videos. Do NCERT reading and do NCERT only MCQs. At least do these 2 things. After this, do the high weightage chapters. So check for the description box for the links of these high weightage chapters from Physics Wala website. Okay, do the one-shot videos of these high weightage chapters and do the PYQs. At least do these things and you can score minimum 550 marks in the NEET exam, right? Because scoring 550 marks is very easy and possible, right? So don't give up right now. Give the best that you can. Have the mindset that you need to give one honest attempt right now. Doesn't matter what you have done this whole year. Doesn't matter whatever the level of preparation that you are presently having. Give one honest attempt right now so that you can face yourself in the mirror on the NEET exam day, right? So I think this was all that I had to say. So if you found this video helpful even a bit, then kindly like the video and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to upload another video day after tomorrow that I think was a very crucial thing in my NEET score. That is the test attempting strategy. And stay tuned. Share this video to a friend that you think might need this. So if you have any doubts of how to approach these 30 days, I have a video that will be here. So watch that and give your best today. This is Arpit signing off.